Hey everyone, this is Steve from Average Joe's Fantasy Football, and I've got another start and sit video for you guys for week 1. Now this is the wide receiver position, again PPR, so make sure you understand that. So standard might change some things up for you guys, but these are going to be your start and sits that I recommend going into week 1. Week 1 is always a little challenging, right? We never know what the teams might be like. We're basing off of obviously their defensive stats and what they allowed last season. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you guys are notified every single time we drop a new video like this, and obviously the ones coming up for the season. We are here to help make you guys champions this season. If you do have questions, feel free to hit us some in the comments down below. Ask away anything you've got as far as your lineups go or trades that might be heading your way. Also, you can hit us up in our DMs. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram. We'll be able to obviously answer any questions you guys have. That way, again, we're here to help you guys get to that championship level for your season. So we are going to jump right into this. I'm going to make it simple. I'm not going to go to every matchup. That's going to be another type of video / podcast that we've got going on. This is going to be very kind of into the nitty gritty as far as what I think are some good ones. So these are your obvious starts. Again, I'm not going to name them all like I did in the other videos. These are guys you should be starting without a doubt. Sometimes it might be a little challenging. That's where you can ask us in the comments or in our DMs. But these are your obvious starters. Now we're going to jump into who I think is going to be a great start this week into week 1. So the first guy I have is Brandon Cooks versus the Jaguars. Now Brandon Cooks is really the only weapon. I mean, you got a few running backs back there, but really the only weapon for Tyrod Taylor. Yes, Watson obviously is out. He's still dealing with the whole legality issues going on with him. So Tyrod Taylor is the guy, and you got Brandon Cooks on the outside. The reason why I like Brandon Cooks, I think not only is it the team he's going against, but I think he can ball out for Tyrod this season. Jaguars are the 26th against the pass. They also allow 25 points to wide receivers. So that's a great matchup for Brandon Cooks to kind of really break it easy and help Tyrod Taylor a lot this week. Second guy I have is Brandon Ayuk. Not Deebo Samuel, but Brandon Ayuk. I think he's got a little bit more talent. They're going against the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions allowed the 29th passing yards this last season. On top of that, they're allowing 32 points to the wide receiver position. So for me, yes, this might be a little bit difficult because if the 49ers are ahead, they're going to be running the ball a lot. But I do like Brandon Ayuk going into this matchup and really this season, but I like him a lot this week 1. The last one I have as far as the recommendation goes is Laviska Shenault. Shenault's going against the Texans. He did a really great job last year for, obviously, the Jaguars. And now he's got Trevor Lawrence at quarterback, who has a great connection. If you watch any of the preseason games, they've got a great connection together. So I like Shenault a lot. The Texans were 23rd against the pass last season, and they allowed 26 points. Okay, 26 points to the wide receiver spot. So make sure you start Shenault this week. All right. Now, this is going to be your sit options. Okay, so these are some guys that I'm not too crazy about, and maybe you might have an uncertainty. First guy I have is Marquez Callaway. And I know that sounds a little crazy because he is the wide receiver 1 for the New Orleans Saints. But if you look at that matchup, they're going against the Green Bay Packers, who allowed 7th fewest yards last season, okay, against the pass, and they only allowed 19 points to the wide receiver spot. So this is a very tough matchup for a guy who really isn't the wide receiver 1. It's really Michael Thomas, but he's kind of thrown into this. And it's a new season, obviously, and I like, Jair Alexander is going to really shut him down. So not a great matchup for if you guys do have him, kind of maybe put him in flex if that's your only option, but I would sit him this week. Next guy I have as far as a sit option is Mike Williams. The reason why I have Mike Williams, he's not obviously on every single roster, but a lot of people did draft him. I like Mike Williams normally on the outside of Keenan Allen, but really I think it's going to be Keenan Allen's show. They're going against Washington. Washington was the 2nd against the pass last season, and they allowed 19 points to the wide receiver spot as well. So that's really challenging for them. I think that pass rush is amazing on the Washington football team. They're going to get to the quarterback. I like Herbert, but that offensive line still isn't up to standard of what you really hope to really protect your quarterback. So I don't like Mike Williams this week. The next guy I have as a sit option is Devonte Parker. Look, Devonte Parker is off and on. And ever since Tua has been in the lineup, it's been really challenging for him. He did a great job with Fitzpatrick, but as soon as Tua came in, it kind of changed. Now, do I expect things to change for Parker? Absolutely. I think Tua and Parker needed this offseason to kind of really get into rhythm. Obviously giving Tua the whole offseason to actually know that he is the QB1. So I think that will change a little bit later on into the season. But for me, I don't like the matchup. They're going against the Patriots. Patriots know the Dolphins really well. Patriots are 8th against the pass last season. And on top of that, they only allowed about 22 points to the wide receiver spot. So again, another bad matchup for Devonte Parker. I do not trust him this week. Now, some sleeper options I think will be good for you and may not be talked about a lot. First guy I have is Antonio Brown against the Cowboys. Yes, he's the third receiver technically on the team, but the way he's playing this offseason and this, preseason, he's looked really good. And him and Tom Brady just have this connection. So I like Antonio Brown as the slot receiver. The Cowboys have a really, their secondary is just really challenging, right? Their starting cornerbacks are okay. I like Trevon Diggs, but beyond that, you've got a lot of question marks in this slot position. So I like Antonio Brown to really eat it up tonight, unfortunately, as a Cowboys fan. The next guy I have as a sleeper is Corey Davis against the Panthers. Panthers actually did give up quite a bit against the pass and to the wide receiver spot. But I also like Corey Davis because of what he was doing last year. And I think he's only going to continue to improve. Him and Zach Wilson look really good together as far as this preseason goes. So I like Corey Davis, and I talked him up all offseason as far as some drafts. And then the last guy is Michael Pittman. The Seahawks are really challenged against the pass. They do not look like the same Legion of Boom they did years ago. And unfortunately, that shows. I think this will be kind of a shootout. I like the odds of Michael Pittman. Obviously, with T.Y. Hilton being out with his neck injury, Pittman kind of becomes one of the top wide receivers. And I like Pittman a little bit more just because of his size and ability. And I think him and Carson Wentz is going to be really well for this season. So I like him as a sleeper. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this has helped you guys a lot. Obviously, the obvious picks are the obvious picks, but I hope some of these guys that I talked about as a start and sit might really help you guys win this upcoming week. If you guys do have questions, again, hit us in the comments down below. If you guys like the video, please be sure to hit that like button. It really helps us out in the YouTube algorithm. On top of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, if you guys like what you saw, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. It really helps us out. We want to provide these videos for you guys and really help you guys into this upcoming season. So make sure you do that. Also, follow us on our socials. Ask away all your questions, whether it be trade, waivers, whatever it might be. And we look forward to help you guys this season. I'll catch you guys next time.